Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. First things first, we got to shout out Scotty again for the breakdown on the event. Thank you so much, Scott. You the man. He did say there is a typo here. If you manage to max the event, it's 42 total Prizewall coins. This is not counting portal spending, obviously. There are other places to get them. You can get more than 40, but just know if you max it, 42 total Prizewall coins. And then on this the sheet coming up that'll show a little bit later, there's another typo. So now that that's covered, this is kind of a breakdown of where you can get free-ish with a little bit of extra stuff. So on the left, solo points. Tours have 6.3 million. Feud Battlegrounds, 2.125. Some of those are in the bonus milestones in the Feud Battleground, by the way. Faction Leaderboard, up to 500,000. You can see those if you go into competition right here, faction contest, and rewards 500, 400, 350. It drops off drastically. So don't count on a ton from faction rewards unless you're, Woken TNM 5SP, right? And they also get this shiny gold chest for first. Yay for them. Boo. Right, so realistically, count on probably 100,000-ish, unless you're in a lower faction than top 50, then even less. So CSS up to 700,000, 100K per win, and if you're wondering what that is, you can calculate that in here in the solo contest. They are all right here. So 100,000 for Bossman on a tour. It's all the Saturday tours, by the way, the challenge tours. So Bossman, New Austin, NOD Rock, Penta, Nikki Cross, Mommy, and Jacqueline, they're each worth 100,000, so you can add up where you'll get there. Portal has 120,000 free. Total 8,545,000 plus faction leaderboard, plus CSS that you have, and Feud Battleground leaderboard. Feud Battleground leaderboard, also not great, but there is some there. It's worth counting for. If you're wondering where that is, it's nested in the main competitions, Feud Battlegrounds, leaderboard, rewards, right here. You can see very minimal amount. It's not even really worth your time, so you don't really need to factor that in unless you are like a top 10 feuder, in which case, yay, lucky you, you get 100,000 points. So not worth it. Horrible leaderboard pricing, by the way. Unless you're first, it's worthless. All right, so final free milestone is at 8.129. So you can do pretty well if you factor in the points Scott's saying. You can add it up and all of that and see where you're going to get. And once you get to this 8.2, right, if you can do the other stuff, right, and get to this 8.545, then you're here. Each CSS gets you a little bit closer. This milestone gets you some Austin shards and some bags, right? 2 prize walls in the one before. If you can push up to here, 4 more and 250 Jackie shards. Those are quite nice. This is a milestone. If you're light spender, big roster, I would look to target this and pick up those extra 250 shards and then 9 million. This is kind of where I want to get to. 9.6 would get you another 300, so that's even better. And 10.5 gets you another 400, right? And then finally in the final milestone, you get a whopping 600. But I think, this area here is where I'd like to get to with what I have on my roster. We'll see if that happens. So your Prizewall coins, you get 3 for free in the solo, 6 in the bonus solo. 6 assumes getting to 9.089 million milestone, achievable free or with low spending depending on faction placement. Accurate, agree with that completely. There's 1 in the faction event, 8 in the feud battlegrounds, and 18 free-ish. So Scott breaks it down, free, assuming you get the stuff, 12 total Prizewall coins, you get to 8.4 million, 14, right? So 8.4 is 14. Then you get to that 9 we talked about with the Jackie shards, the Austin shards. That one's quite nice. There's 18 total Prizewall coins. So there's not a lot of Prizewall coins unless you're spending, guys. That's the thing you should notice when we go to the Prizewall, and that's kind of why it's nice to have this ahead of time. And then once you get into like 9 million, you're spending, right? You're not going to get here free. So this 10.5 is a lot of spending for only 24 Prizewall coins. It's more for the Jacqueline shards, but you start losing value really fast after 9 million, by the way. So the other thing is this, and this is Jackie shards assumes if you max the battleground event, right? There's a $10 pack on the portal with 800 shards. So this should be like 4,900, and actually Scott said this was a typo. It's 4,000 shards if you max it, and the $10 pack would be 4,800 shards. So you'd have to make up 200 shards elsewhere, but if you max it, you made them up elsewhere, right? So free-ish, free you can get like 2,550 if you max the battleground event. $10 pack brings it to 3,350. It's a 5,000 shard recruit. You're still miles away. It gets better at 9 million, but not great. You're still 1,400 shards away, spending $10 in whatever it takes to get to 9 million. You're still over 1,000 away if you get to 9.6. And if you get to 10.5, you're still a good, what? 600, 700 away-ish, 600, yeah. Because 800 with this should be like 4,300. So the $10 pack has 800 in it. So you're like 700 away. Like he sees, I said a couple typos there, and he let me know about that. So keep that in mind. Jackie shards aren't gonna come easy. So I would stop at value milestones, because like I had somebody message me like last weekend, and they're like, dude, where are the tokens for Austin? I did everything. I did 2 megas, and I'm nowhere near the 80 tokens I need to recruit Austin. I'm like, yeah, that's because you need to spend like $1,000 if you want to recruit Austin from the 80 tokens, right? So it's good to be aware. Don't go into spending thinking you're going to do a couple megas and you're going to max the event. Nah, you're not, right? So, all right. Now with that being said, let's look at the prize wall and see if we think this is a good prize wall, right? So first off, I think you have to just straight up buy these, unless they're like leaderboard rewards for each individual one, but it's like $20 to buy one, so one token, and you need 4. So not a fan of that. That's not the prize wall. Here's the prize wall. Gears, awesome, right? A tier Alexa gear. Oh, 50 prize wall coins. I don't even get that many maxing it, bruh. Unless you pull Naomi, you're not getting these gears, or you spend a crap ton. So like this part of the prize wall looks awesome, actually horrible. These are not obtainable by anyone unless you pull Naomi or spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. The top ones you're spending thousands, like 1,000 if you don't pull Naomi. If you spend 1,000, or Jacqueline, I'm sorry. If you spend 1,000, you should get Jacqueline though. Straps ridiculously overpriced, 50, 30. None of us are getting anywhere near these, right? Even if you hit 10.54, these are not anything. Don't get this gear. Worthless. He's worthless, right? So, yeah, okay, you might get a beefcake one for 10 free, but he doesn't use gem damage. So you're not getting a boss man one for free. You got to get past the 9 million milestone. So literally, you can throw the whole first half of the prize wall away unless you want some 50,000 hangers for 5, which isn't good. And Lord knows you wouldn't spend 40 on 500,000. So this prize wall up to this point, actually horrible and sucks. Like 100% horrible weekend prize wall. All right, let's look at, surely you can get some shards. Penta shards 37. No, not so fast, fam. Not happening. Again, unless you pull Naomi, you can forget about these. Unless you were going to spend $400 or $500. Maybe you can get some Hall of Fame Ron shards. Yeah. Maybe some 50, like 150, maybe 50 Austin Redneck shards. Maybe 100 Trish. You're, nope, no Cena shards for you or me. NOD Rock, 100 shards, drop in the bucket. 13, you can get those, but we'll drop in the bucket because he was a 0 shard release. Mommy shards, 27. Nope, you don't get those either. Crappy Tori, 60 shards for 9. Umaga, not relevant. In my opinion, some people like him. He's slow. Way better trickster options. Nope. 10, you could maybe get 75 of those. If you don't have Nakamura yet, okay. You can get a couple sets of those. Bronson Reed, these are relatively cheap, and CM Punk relatively cheap. Those are fine. None of these are game changers on your account other than he's a great coach, so you would want him. So right now I like this the best. Farouk Shards, whatever. You're not going to use him at Powerhouse anymore. So if it recruits some cool. You can see how thrilled I am with this Prizewall. 10, you play all feud for a random 100% strap. Gem remove. Yeah, guys, bro, this is the crappiest weekend Prizewall I think I've seen in forever. Like, even if you're a medium spender, there's nothing on here you're gonna get. What are you gonna get with 18 Prizewall coins? 100 Trish shards? You're not getting Mommy, you're not getting this Cena. 150 Ron Simmons shards? You're not getting Penta. 50 Bionic Redneck. Like, Scopely, come on, man. If there ever was a weekend to take off from spending in Flash feuds, it's this one, guys. You're gonna get resources and like it. So that's my Prizewall breakdown. If somehow you like Mega Whale out, do you really need me to tell you what to get? If you're a Mega Whale, you don't. Penta is not your best acro, even close. Cena isn't your best showboat, even close, although he's fun. He's fun, and he's a Swiss Army knife, so there's that. If you're a Mega Whale, I'm sure you have Mommy, because you spent to get her with her gear guaranteed. So really, if you're a Mega Whale, you're probably only looking at the gears. I don't personally care about the Penta gear. Hall of Fame JBL gear, 1 gear is amazing. Bliss gear, I think, is great, but, you know, if you're a Mega Whale, you probably don't like the A tier like I do. Regal, I'm not a fan of, so whatever, you do you, but 150, dear goodness, you're not getting 150, and if you do, why would you get Regal gear? Anyway, whatever. Punk gear is great. I mean, even this is like a crappy Prizewall for a Mega Whale, a Whale, a Dolphin, a Big Dolphin, a Guppy. This is just a horrible, horrible Prizewall. So yeah, if ever there's a weekend not to play feud, it's this one, guys. Do get what your faction requires and enjoy your weekend and go play something else, because this ain't it, Chief. You know what I'm saying? That's my breakdown on the Prizewall. Utter garbage, and I wouldn't stress this one. Definitely not one I would also encourage spending. Like, here's the problem. This problem in a nutshell, let's go back to the shards. Even the $800 offer, or $10 offer for 800 shards, what good does it really do you? You're still gonna be 1,400 shards away, and all you do is tell... By the way, guys, those 800 shards used to be free. We used to get 3,600-ish shards of the 5,000 shard recruit for free. They just took them away and then sell them for $10 and say, oh, look at the great deal. So every time you buy them, you're telling Scopely, yeah, take shards away from us and sell us to what we had before and add $10 to it to get it, right? I get why you want to do it, because 1,400 shards away sounds better than 2,200, but this whole event structure is absolute garbage. I wouldn't spend, I wouldn't chase, I wouldn't go for it, because you're just telling Scopely, yeah, keep upcharging us for these characters. But Mega Whales are going to do them. They're always going to whale to get it. But I'm talking to you mid-range spenders here, you big dolphins, you baby whales. If you take a break on this one, man, like, it's a horrible event. Like, the shard structure is absolutely garbage. And let Scopely know with your wallet, because that's the only way they ever listen. Because they're a business, right? This character, like, they can print money. They make characters. Yes, it does cost them money to design and stuff. I've always said I have no problem when the offers are great, and no problem with Scopely making money. But I mean, come on, what literally this event, the Prizewall, like, you're getting no bang for your buck if you spend either. You're gonna spend to what? Get nothing on this Prizewall, like. It's just a waste of money. There are so many better opportunities to spend. Throw this event away, guys. Like, save your money and spend it somewhere else. Like, go find a different game to play where you spend $200 and get nothing. You probably get something, right? So, yeah, this ain't it. Whoever designed this event structure, this Prizewall, bruh, you're out of touch and you need to get back to reality. This is not a Prizewall players will like. So, yeah. Feel free to blast Scopely on this one. I sure have. Horrible, 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 horrible Prizewall. So really, you're only playing it for what you get in feud. And let's actually see what those rewards are. because those are worth playing for. Not the rest of it. I should probably make it so you can see my screen, eh? All right, so let's go into the actual event, the Battlegrounds event itself, right? It's always worth it. You're going to want to get to the gold chest, 100%, right? But after that, how much is it worth pushing? All right, some flash shoot coins for the bags. Those are cool. Yeah, those tokens, those are cool. These are easy milestones to hit. There's the chest of disappointment. Right, these I would say absolutely worth going for, especially if you're short on tech stuff. There's no reason not to. These are super easy to hit, typically, right? So keep going here. I would say keep going here. If you can get here, you start to get skill plate. Cool. 200 million gets a little bit harder, but this is the last one with tokens. 2 chests of disappointment at 200 million. 250 is just shards, right? So if you want to shut it down at 200 million or sooner. But these last 2 are shards. A ton of people need shards for Evos. They're nice. But these, you've run out of CSS, right? You're grinding for this. Is this really what you want to grind for? I mean, not me, right? So I'm probably just going to call it at 200. Maybe even sooner, because why do I even care about these Prizewall tokens? To be honest, I don't. Although there's 2 chests of disappointment and a plate chest. And I think the yeet plate, did they take it out? Is it not in here? I don't even care about this. Yeah, the premium skill plate chest? Yeah. I mean, if I can get it with CSS and just doing what I need to, sure. But yeah, this is the closest to a no participate. If I wasn't in a faction, I might just like mail it in, right? Because I'm not going to get anywhere near Jackie anyway. So yeah, I think it's up to you guys where you want to go. If these plates like tantalize you, if they tingle your loins, as LA Knight would say, then you know, sure. But really, do you care about those plates? And do you even care about these tokens where you're not getting it? I mean, if you're 50 shards away from Powerhouse Austin, you care. But that's a small bucket of people, right? So, whatever. Yeah, this event sucks. This is the kind of the worst flash feud, for at least from my point of view. I'm curious what you guys think. I think the feud sucks. I think the rewards aren't worth it. I think the prize wall sucks. Like, attitude requirement in the bottom lane. You got to use a lot of crappy lady characters to start. Whatever. This one sucks. That's just my take. I'm going to do other stuff this weekend. Let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like, subscribe, and share. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. What a crappy feud event overall. Like, seriously horrible design. What the heck?